What is up, guys? It is Farzy here, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Now in today's video, we're going to be building a small tropical house. Now as you can see, it's very colorful and compact. And that looks weird to some because you're thinking, why is there so much color? Or why is it so short? This is not a house, this is just like a shack. Trust me, you will learn to love this house. The interior is very practical and the exterior is just an eye-popping sight. So on the inside you see practicality all around, everything useful you could possibly need in a small house, including our little friend Dog Saget. But let's not focus on him, let's focus on the build. Alright guys, so here are our materials in list form. About 4 stacks of oak slabs, about 2 stacks of oak logs, about 30 wooden trapdoors, about 3 stacks of any color of glass, about 2 stacks of oak fences, about 15 of any kind of flower, and about 1.5 stacks of any carpet. You can see it's a rough estimate, but that should have you guys just about all set for the build. So let's back it up so you guys can take a screenshot of the materials. So let me get as close in as I can. That should be good. Take your screenshot and let's get into the build. Alright guys, now the first step you're going to need to do is pick a building spot. Now that isn't a big priority, assuming that you already know where you're going to put this thing, but regardless, it's a 10 by 22 build, so make sure you have that amount of space. Now let's turn around and get into it. So the white and black lines are for measurement purposes only. Don't worry about these, you don't need to build them. And these logs are for an outline, so don't worry about these either. Just follow what I'm placing down. So, place a log at any given point. Get on top of it and go 1, 2, 3, and a log on the 4th block. So there's a 3 block gap as you can see, and do that in one direction. 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna go 6 logs standing up. So you guys do some math there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 block gap. Do not mess that up because it'll mess up with the window pane as you can see over there. So make sure that is correct. Now once that's done, go on top of your last log and count over 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the 10th block, a log goes down. So there's an 8 block gap, you can count that out. 8 block gap in between the 2 walls. 1, 2, 3, just match it up. 1, 2, 3, match it up. And again, just mimic it. It's very simple, it lines up perfectly, and you should have your starting foundation. For your next step, you're going to be building up your walls, and that means you need to know where your door is going to be. So pick your door side. It can be one of the slim sides, either there or right here. And for the sake of convenience, mine will go right here. So skip the first wooden blocks because these are going to be for your patio, as you can see over there. And go straight to your second block, and you're going to build up 3 higher. So it's a 4 block height on the first, or I should say second pillar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now go over here. Same thing, match it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 tall, and from here on out, go 1 higher each one. So this is 4, this is 5, that's 6, 7, 8. You can see over there, you can pause it there if you want to just look at that. But if you want to watch me do it, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just do the same thing until you get all the way up to this one. It should be about 8 blocks, but again, if there's any controversy or any problems, 1 higher than the last one, except for the first one. Alright, that shouldn't be too hard. So go do that and then come back. Alright guys, I'm glad you got that figured out. Now it's time to work on the floorboards. So, simply go to each of your logs and put a slab on the top half of the first log, alright? There is no changing of the pattern at any point. It is very simply cover this entire area with slabs. So that includes this outline that I'm doing right now and the inside. So right now I'm just doing the outline, but you're going to fill this all in as well. So I'm going to let you guys do that on your own. Again, if there's any conflict or confusion, just look at what I did after I finished this up, but it really is not that hard. So again, outline it and then fill it in with slabs. Alright guys, here are your completed floorboards, so make sure everything matches up to how mine are, and once you are sure the floorboards are okay, we're going to go to the roof. Now the roof, it can be kind of confusing with counting, but in reality this is still really simple. So go to your second pillar, or I should say your second log but your first pillar, and you're going to put a slab on top. Go next to that, another slab. And then go to your next pillar and go 1, 2, 1 slab higher. And you're basically doing a 2 slab staircase. So 1, 2, on the next one, 1, 2. Now you see how there's very little room for error here, but if you do mess it up, you are going to pay for it in the long run when you're almost done with the house. So make sure that you are careful with this and everything works out fine. And now, to make sure you did it okay, the end should have 1 block sticking off on this highest point. It should have 1 slab sticking off, and at the beginning there should be no extra spaces. If you want to do one here, you can, but I don't think it looks good at all, so I just do this. Now mimic that on the other side. So again, do 1, 2, next one, 1, 2, 1, 2. I can't really describe what I'm doing, I just have to say 1, 2, 1, 2, but you guys should get the gist. Now once you have that on both sides, you're going to connect them right down the middle. So let me just show you what I mean. If you're all set, you can go do that right now, but for anyone who doesn't know what I mean, just basically bring these directly over and meet them up. And do that all the way down, follow the suit, do not mess this part up, because trust me, it is a pain in the butt. So, do this and then come back. Okay, so as soon as you finish up with your roof, the next step is the glass. Now you can see, I'm running a color scheme, which means I have a set color for each pane. Now you can do whatever you want, this part is highly customizable, but if you want to copy me exactly, follow me. So on your first little 3x3 on your smallest window, you're going to do red glass. Now you can see here we have a problem. There's a little space up there, and to fix that, just toss some slabs in. It looks totally natural and no problem whatsoever. So you're going to do that on both sides. Next up, orange glass, then yellow, then green, and the back window is blue. Now, you guys know what to do. Fill these all in, and up on those top spaces, up here, extra slabs go down. Trust me, that's the best way to handle it. So do that, and then come back, and do it on both sides. Oh, we just got our parade rained on. We'll fix that up real quick. And now, back to what we were doing, is the glass. So once that all is finished up, you're going to have a little more glass left to do. And if you are if you're following my color scheme, you're going to match the back window. So in this case, it's blue glass, and you're going to make 2 3x3s. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That was really bad counting, but 3x3 on both sides. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there you go. So that's all the glass for you. You can toss that stuff out if you so choose to. And now, get your logs, go up 1, 2, 3, pillar them upward, and you're gonna put a door down here, but do it from the inside. And then go back outside and put an upside down stair. That gives it some depth perception. It looks really cool like that. And now you hop inside and you have a house. You have a roof. You have walls. Barely, but you have a house. Now, let's get on to some of the finer details about the house. Alright guys, it's time to start working on the fine details on the outside of your house. Step 1 is the steps. So, go to your door, go to the final block on the patio, break that, and break his brother and sister. Stairs down, you have 3 stairs lined up with your door perfectly, and on the extra patio outline, put stairs. These are not stairs, these are fences. Sorry about that. Put fences down. So there you go. It looks nice. Has a nice little southern patio feel to it. You gotta like that. Looks really cool all around. And now, let's focus on giving this house some dimension. So, go to your middle block of the glass. So you see this is 3, so the middle is the second block. And put down a grass block outside. Same thing over here. 3, so the second block, middle, second block, second block. Now as you can see, it looks kind of stupid right now, so toss some trapdoors on there, so it kind of looks like a planter's pot, and we're going to put plants in there. So this is a very classic Minecraft design. It's been around for a while, but it never fails to look awesome. Now for the sake of convenience, we're going to use one kind of flower, the blue orchid, but do whatever you want for flowers. I recommend mixing it up, but again, convenience sake, we're going to use just one type of flower. So, do that same thing over here, and then come back. Alright guys, now on the subject of flowers, get out some rose bushes or any kind of 2-block tall plant, go to your back window, and just spread them out. I like to keep a 1-block space in between the log and the rest of the roses, but it's up to you. Just keep the logs open, don't do that. At the maximum, just go that far. But I like to do this, I think it looks a little bit more neat and controlled, and there's more dimension for your house and more color. Now, here comes a nice dimension builder for any house. It looks really cool. So, ignore these 1-block high logs, just work on the pillars, and put a fence, and then an oak slab on top. And you're gonna match it up upside down too. So, fence, oak slab. Now as you go further down, it gets tougher and tougher to match it up. You may have to pillar up a little bit with dirt or something. But trust me, this adds a whole new dimension to your house because you have things sticking out on the outside from the roof and the ground. It's a really weird looking thing in theory, but it just adds dimension that you can't really match with anything else. Take my word for it, this just looks really cool. Add it onto your build, and you're gonna put this all the way around. So even on here, and you're gonna mimic the same thing you did on that side. So just do that up and down, and come back when all of these slabs, or all these pillars have slabs on it. There you go. Alright guys, you've officially finished the outside of your house. So if you want to do your own interior design, be my guest, have a good day, and enjoy your house. But if you want to have an interior from me, which looks really awesome, compact, and damn it, rain. Let me just quickly fix that again. There we go. If you want a nice house that is very functional and compact, leave me to it. So, let's do this right now. So go to your first door log, and you're gonna go back 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block, pillar up with logs. So you're basically doing the same outside design and the inside. So basically you're gonna have a 3x3 little box of wooden blocks in the middle of the 4 corners. So to make it simple for you guys, 1, 2, 3, 4th block is a log. And do this going all the way down. It's very simple not to mess this up because everything lines up perfectly as far as the logs. It's very symmetrical, so don't rush it. Take your time with this. And once this is all done, as it is right now you have your rooms almost divided fully. You have the architecture, but you need the actual walls. And since this house is mostly transparent, we're going to keep the trend going. But we need some texture breakup, so we're going to use fences. So, on the walls of each room, do fences. I think oak is the best to keep it kind of consistent, but if you want to use some other kind of wood, go for it, see how it looks. Experiment, have fun with it. But in my build, every single wall, you're doing exactly what you see me doing. Now do this for all the walls, both sides, not this little narrow hallway though. This is your hallway, only for the walls. Now once that's done, come back. As soon as your walls are done, let's start putting things into place and making our rooms. So first off, start at your red glass area, aka your first room. And you're gonna go chest, trap chest, chest on both sides. So once again, chest, trap chest, chest. So you have 6 chests all next to each other, tons of space for stuff. In the long run, it's not a great storage area, but it definitely looks cool. So maybe you make some other kind of storage system way out there or to the side, but make sure in this house you don't load up on chests. Otherwise, it makes the window appeal to look really dumb. So, room 1 and 2 are done. Next room is very simply going to be a brewing room, which requires a wooden block, a brewing stand, a cauldron, and a chest for your potions. Room 3 is done. Now time for room 4, which is furnace, 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 gray carpet, gray carpet, gray carpet, aka my stove. And there are 4 rooms done. Now the next rooms are very confusing because the enchanting table in there takes up a lot of space. So let's quickly go over our fundamentals and then come back with a step-by-step tutorial for that. Alright, now I bet you guys are ready to bang out those final rooms. So, first we have to bang out some walls. So go to your cauldron area, fill it up with water of course, and then bang out the fences that were here, and then the next fence is over. So there should be 2 empty walls right here. That's for the enchanting room. Trust me, it is a must. We have to do that. So sorry about that, but bang it out. Now let's go to these 2 rooms on the right. So first over here, put down a bed, which of course I did not prepare yet. So bed, and you're gonna just pop that down right here. We'll put carpet around it later, so don't worry about how it looks right now. And then for your next room, you're gonna go anvil, crafting bench, crafting bench. So there you go, a little crafting area and a bedroom. Now let's do the peace and resistance, which is the enchanting area. So bookshelves for walls. It has to be, I believe, 3 high, 2, it might be 2 actually, but just do 3 for the sake of why not. And then on this little back wall, just 1. Table right there. Boom, it goes to 30. You can see right there. Knock back 2, bleh. But you can see, it works properly and you can still see outside perfectly. So for the top here, you could go all the way up like this, or you could just slab it off like this. But I like the all the way up method. So if you're in survival, it's a little costly, but it makes it look a lot better, so I would do it. Now you're done with the actual building process of this house. Yay. But we gotta put down carpet. So you're gonna go and put black carpet on every other block, except for the enchanting area, because that counts as a full block that will block out the bookshelves, and you can't enchant the highest level. So when you get over here, I would just leave that alone and just go right around it like this. And you guys know what you gotta do next. Put down white carpet on the alternating spots that we did not fill in yet. So let's just finish this, and now put down the white. So finish that up and then come back. Alright guys, the carpets are all done. Now it's time for the extras, and this is the stuff that you don't need, but I recommend. First off is torches. So 3rd block tall, put torches on both sides of these little pillars. It helps the mobs not to spawn, and it also gives your house a glow at nighttime that you cannot beat. So there you go. Next up, trapdoors. I put those on the second block, not in the middle, just under the torches. Again, second block down. It gives it a little bit more depth perception and some texture change. You could do it on top, but that kind of looks weird because it won't be down here. It'll only be up on these ones. So I think this is perfect the way it looks. And the final step to this awesome house to complete everything, the cherry on top, is to have your own pet wolf. So name him whatever you want. I am going to name mine. Here's him. Toss him down. Bang. I don't have bones to tame him. Bones. This is very important. Oh, don't leave. Please don't leave. Come back. Oh, he wants to cook. He wants to be cooked. Okay, there we go. Come to your place. All right. To save your time, the build is done. Once again, it rains. Sad face. But your house is done. You have a nice house to protect yourself from the rain. It's awesome. Oh my god, that's scary. Lightning. Ooh. All right. Well. There's your house, guys. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye.